How's everybody doing? This
Hello.
wonderful, wonderful Wednesday.
Ooh, those are pretty. Oh,
Last week in Roguewater, you all arrived.
By the
Had
way,
some
can I say?
fun.
Oh, sorry.
Had some
Sorry.
fun in town. Um, and got an invitation to meet with a certain person's patron,
that
a
was interesting.
beholder, who uh had an interesting conversation with you all, and then let you go into the afternoon sun to spend the rest of your day. And that is where we take it from here. What do y'all like to do?
And we say that uh, Dietrich is beholden to a beholder.
I mean, you might say that.
I feel like
That would
that's
be
taking
fair.
psychic damage in real life, hearing that. Just personal thoughts on that. As you guys step out into the afternoon, what do you guys like to do?
Afternoon.
Yeah, it's afternoon when you guys step outside after your conversation.
I need to find a way to get some money because kind of running a little low.
I would
How do
like
you
to.
feel about how do you feel about acquiring money through extra legal means?
I don't think I'd be very good at it, but money's money.
I have a proposition.
Okay.
There's a bar in
Mhm.
the closer to the middle of town.
I like alcohol.
Really? Well, you don't want to drink there. Overpriced, tacky,
Mm.
touristy,
Oh, that's
live
nasty.
music, live
Ugh.
music every night. I
Why
would
would I want to go
never
there?
actually I would never actually drink there for fun, but what they do have are lots of easy marks. Lots of people you can pickpocket, lots of people you can scam, gullible people, tourists, idiots, morons. That's who goes there.
Hmm.
Whenever I was when I was living here, whenever I was hard up for cash, I would just make a trip down to the Anchor and Mast and I'd be all set for another day or two at least.
Sounds interesting. I might be
Given
down for that.
I know our friend Dunce here has expressed a certain penchant for pickpocketing. I thought he might like to stretch his muscles.
Hmm. Yeah, sounds interesting.
I mean,
But
there's all that. That's not your only option. There's gambling. There's, most of the bars and casinos will have, job boards posted, just like the ones we saw in Rhineport. You can find
hmm,
something. Like pickpocketing isn't your only option. I don't want to peer pressure you.
I don't think I'd be very good at pickpocketing. I'm kind of a wee bit clumsy with my hands most sometimes. So
Dunce will put his gloves on.
above game, if I actually tried to pickpocket someone, I would fail. Most definitely.
Bird same.
Lucius.
But I think I,
Sorry.
I but the bigger question is, what are we doing next as a group? As a like, where do we go from here? If we have to Are we trying to stop this? I think this threat that One-Eyed Willie was talking about is the same as these guiding stones that we've been dealing with.
I concur.
Do we need is that something we need to pursue, and how do we even do that? Not a lot of people seem to know about it. I mean, we might be it. I'm just thinking, One-Eyed Willie, this being with 1,500 years of collective memory from his ancestors, hadn't heard of these stones. And if he hadn't heard of them, there might not be that many more of us who have heard of them.
No.
So,
Oh,
so if there's something going on, if there's some kind of threat involving those stones, we might be the only ones who can stop it.
agreed.
Okay.
Anyone else in agreement? Or is it just you and me talking about this?
I'm assuming
Brooks,
everybody else can at least hear.
Yes, they can.
Brooks says, like, I'm not sure how I feel about saving the world, being involved in something this big. I wanted to get. Obviously, we were captured, had no choice, got thrown into that. But it's a lot bigger than me, and I already can't go home. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to dig deeper. Maybe I just want to quit now before stuff gets too crazy, or even crazier.
I
I'm not.
wouldn't
I'm not sure
blame
I want
you.
to. Oh, I'm not sure I want to stay on this ride.
Understandable.
Yeah, it's a big responsibility to assume the fate of the world.
I'm not sure how much luck you'd have going back to Rhineport, though.
Oh yeah, I will not be able. I don't think I can go home. I don't want to lose more homes. I don't know. How's it staying here? What if I stayed here in just in Roguewater? Good towers to climb. I got seagulls to chat with too.
If you
And
want to stay here, I can introduce you to some people, and you can have a good life here. It's won't
yeah,
always be as glamorous as the storybooks, but
glamorous. I lived in a
Mhm.
burnt out cathedral with a bunch of pigeons.
Oh,
Do I
I'm
look
I'm
glamorous to you?
I'm just saying it won't be like the books you read about pirates, and it's not all, yar matey. It's mostly, you know, trying to get through the day on a gold or less and waiting for the next job, but
It's what
you
I'm
can
used to.
you can do well if you're smart about it.
I'll give it a shot. Not like I can. I'm already here. Not like I can go home. So might as well. Sure. Let me know who's good peeps to talk to, and I'll do my best.
Talk to Tatiana back at the Barnacle. She's the one who set me up years ago, and I'm sure she'd be happy.
All right, I'll give that a shot. Thank you. It's been great, guys. If you're here again, just come look for me.
Take care of yourself.
You too. Have fun saving the world. Don't. I just hope it doesn't get too crazy for y'all.
I think first we need to figure out what do we need to do and where do we need to go. in order to save the world. We clearly aren't going to do it from here.
I have no idea.
Wish I knew what we needed to do.
How about you, Lucius? Is your stone detecting sensor going off at all?
At the moment, not really. While I would stress the urgency of the situation, simply rushing into anything obviously wouldn't help us much. So, hmm. Oh.
Perhaps we need more information then.
More information would be good.
The thing I've noticed from our travels so far is that have you all noticed none of these places, none of the local officials or kings or anyone really seemed to be talking to each other. The elves didn't know anything about what the dwarves were up to, even though they're right next door. One Eyed Willie didn't know about either of them, even though he supposedly knows everything.
To
I
be
feel like we
fair,
might just have to go around to all these different hot spots and just see what people know.
Above game and point
Because
of
they're,
clarification, Willie knows a lot and has a lot of feelings because of the past. He is not omnipotent.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if Dietrich knows,
Okay.
but I mean, like, I'm sure that if we went to Ceres, they would know things that they're not telling the humans or the dwarves or even the Alarion elves. If we go to Stormpoint, they'll know things that they're not telling the elves or the dwarves. I don't think we're going to get a full picture of what exactly is going on until we talk to more people.
Yeah, but who would we talk to? That's my question.
We can talk our way into just about anywhere, I think.
Shall we get into some trouble then?
I'm always up for that.
okay. Then where's the first bit of trouble?
You might.
That I have no idea about. I barely know north from south on a map. Somebody, somebody smarter than me will have to look at it and pick a place.
Right.
Yes.
So, can I try to roll to remember what I kind of did when I, went on, I don't know, an epic quest, quote unquote, or, you know,
Double check. Let me look up something in your backstory real quick before I tell you what exactly to roll.
got it.
You don't. Make a religion check for me.
Religion check.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's go. Religion. Let's go. That'll be a 15.
You do not remember a whole lot prior to your travels with the knights towards the throne of eyes.
Mhm.
Of the conclaves that existed back then, you still have the two elven conclaves of Linnaeus and Ceres.
Mhm. Indeed.
Where is Linnaeus on the map? Oh, I see it. Never mind.
North of Kunbador.
Yeah. Yep. Just saw it.
Well, we did get a lot of information from one Elven conclave. Perhaps we could go to the other Elven conclave. Perhaps that could set us off in an interesting direction.
I vote for Linnaeus if we're going to an elven conclave. It looks closer than Ceres on the map, and I had a bad experience in Ceres.
Right. Do I remember anything about those places?
Have I read anything about those places?
No. Do I remember anything about those places? Is what I was asking. Right.
History check.
History check. That one is a 6. Holy shit! That's a 1. Natural 1. I don't remember shit.
You liked Linnaeus better than Ceres, and that's about as much as you remember.
I agree with Dietrich. I remembered that I liked Linnaeus more than Ceres. I don't know why, but I did.
Could there be anything that I might have read?
Are you an elf, Lucius?
I don't remember.
If you're not an elf, that would be why you fucking hated Ceres. Because there are a bunch of racist assholes there.
Well, to be fair, all elves were racist assholes. I think I think some of my knight friends even despised their own kin.
I just Dietrich gets like a sneaky grin on his face, and he just looks over at Emrys and says, like, "Are you just gonna take that?"
I mean, the truth is the truth. Really not much to say. I had hoped that when we were done with our adventures and travels, some of us would try to uh instill more how do we say it? More awareness of others.
For the right price, I'll instill whatever you want.
Yes, I know, but just I'd hoped things would be better. That doesn't always eh, I guess that's a bit of a fantasy though. Hoping things would change. Who knows? Uh
Well, why don't we find hope from like One Eye Willie or something? Maybe he knows where we should go.
I don't like that phrasing. I don't like finding hope in willies, my good sir. It sounds ugh. But
I'm way
uh
too proud of myself for that one.
yeah, I know, right?
I Jokes aside, I think I agree with Lucius here. I don't know how much help One-Eyed Willie can be to us. I mean, you saw we just met with him, and the existence of these stones was news to him. I don't think he can give us any guidance here. Hopefully,
If
he can
anything,
help us wherever we do end up going, but it seems to be up to us.
if anything, it confirms how quiet they've been over the past I don't know how many years. Though I am curious if Willie would know about the destruction of the first city. Who knows? Uh,
Would you like to go back and ask him?
no, no. I don't know why. I just don't I didn't feel comfortable around him. Just- I just clammed up. Ugh. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. You're more than free to ask questions again. Hmm.
Well, I've got this if we have more questions for him.
Mhm, mhm,
Hold up the amulet.
mhm.
Well, I'm pretty game for anything, you know. I like a good adventure, so
I was always meant for the road. Mm, never was the type to set myself in one place.
Yeah, as fun as it would be to stay here and just gamble and pickpocket and everything else, we probably should get a move on. The elves are worried about this, and the dwarves are worried about this, and One-Eyed Willie is worried about this. I think we need to be worried about this, even though I don't relish the thought of going to visit more elves. It may be a necessary price.
Then let's secure some sort of travel situation or come up with a plan to get there.
Yeah, if we're all in agreement, I'll get us a cart and a few horses.
How long do you think that'll take you?
oh, we might be able to find one that's preloaded and just take that one.
Mm. Mhm.
Maybe see if we can make some profit before we blow this joint.
Yeah, no, that would certainly be nice. I don't love the idea of stealing a vehicle. I kind of, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm willing to do it, but it's also not that much money, and we have plenty. And do we really want people chasing us while we're trying to do this already impossible task?
True.
Exactly. Exactly. Long as we get those things, we can be on. Uh, it's sorry, above game. It's Afternoon, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, it's afternoon. We can either leave in the evening if you can find us a cart, or we can leave in the morning.
Above game, how long would the journey be? Ballpark.
Day and a half to Weldmeyer, 2.5 days to Lanithis, and then another half day to Linnaeus.
So about 4 days of travel
5
total.
yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, I don't think there's any rush to leave at night or anything like that. It's not like before where we're being pursued. What? It's gonna take about 5 days to get there, so we might as well just enjoy ourselves for the evening, make whatever money we can, and then hit the road in the morning.
Mhm.
All right. So you guys were heading to the anchor and mast, correct?
If that's what we still want to do, there are plenty of things we could do. I think if we're going to the anchor and mast, Dietrich and Dunce will just like have a little brainstorming sesh where we come up with some plays. So, like I'll talk to somebody and then you pick their pocket, or different sort of cons we can run.
Run the distraction, he pickpockets.
Yeah, essentially I want to make the deception checks and he makes the sleight of hand checks.
Easy enough to do and have that conversation as you guys get very
Cool.
close to it. You guys almost standing outside of it for like 2 minutes finishing the conversation. But yeah, if you guys walk into the anchor and mast, picture TGI Fridays, but only pirate stuff on the walls. And like very clearly like pirate like puffy shirts and stuff no real pirate would ever be caught dead in is how all of the wait staff is dressed in this place.
My word.
I don't. What
Fancy
is this?
like Applebee's.
Mm,
Applebee's
You
on a
know,
date night.
Dietrich, when you said there'd be singing and all that lovely descriptions, I didn't think you'd be this tacky. My
Well,
word.
uh, I feel like I was pretty above board about that.
He
This is
did say it was a touristy place. This is definitely touristy.
Touristy place doesn't
Begin
make
to
it
describe
bad,
this place.
right? Right?
Dietrich, make a
Mhm.
perception check for me, please, when you guys walk in.
Oh no. Oh no, who do I know?
Everyone.
That's a dirty 20.
It is not who you know, because you don't know anybody who goes to this place. It's
Naturally.
who you don't know that sticks out.
Oh.
How would you recognize someone you don't know?
Secondarily, make an insight check for me.
I'll just take my passive 15.
In the corner in one of the back tables. Katie, would you describe your character for me, please?
There's like this drow wearing absolutely magnificent pointed wizard hat and matching robes, high collar, low cut in the front, definitely over the top, murex purple, gold trim, with a sort of like veil under their hat to like sort of like darken, because they're drow are sensitive to light, of course. But not completely hide their purple skinned face, and they're sitting at a table that is positioned under like one of those like giant like shark jaws mounted on the wall, and just sort of leaning back in the corner of the room with a spread of cards just sort of face down across the table, and they're like, you can see like the glint of gold leaf in the designs on the backs of these cards, and they're just sort of, you can see them watching you as you walk in.
And on a 15 insight, because this is the bar that you run scams out of, or plays out of, you're pretty sure they're up to something here.
Somebody's playing cards in here. That's not usual.
It isn't?
But it's a
No,
bar.
this is where tourists come to get drunk and spend their money on overpriced drinks and
Ah.
sing along with bad cover bands. This is not a gambling den. Nothing actually illegal happens here. This is the place where people go to get the t-shirt that says I went to Roguewater and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. This isn't real.
Wait, can I get one of those here?
I'm
Can
sure you
I
can.
get one of those as well?
Wait, Arzu, I need one of those shirts as well. Tell me if you find the men selling them.
Okay.
I got my crabs at Dirty Dick's.
Yeah,
Sure.
that is the exact vibe of this place.
Oh, good lord.
I don't know. I kind of it's probably in my head at least it's closer to like an Applebee's than like a Dirty Dick's where like at least there's only one of those.
But everything is put into a microwave then.
Yeah.
Whatever the fantasy equivalent of microwaves and like bad Bon Jovi cover bands is, that's this place.
The drow kind of watches you in the doorway and just sort of like idly toying with like a paper drink umbrella.
I'm gonna walk over to the drow.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over too.
Sure, why not?
Follow so I don't make things awkward. And I make it even more awkward.
I
You have an
I'll
umbrella.
see.
You need a drink for it.
Well, I'm gonna, and I see this drow with these cards, and I don't think Dietrich knows what these cards are, so he'll just put a stack of 10 gold down on the table and say, "What's the buy-in?"
Oh, 10 gold sounds just fine. Anyone else like to play a game? And they gather up the cards into one pile and start shuffling.
And I think I'll just watch.
What game shall we play? What's your pleasure?
What is it you call the Texas Hold'em game in this? Above game?
That's just poker.
Is there just poker? Okay. Yeah, just poker like any of the other venues, but without irritating people watching us.
Why here?
Why not?
Because there are plenty of other gambling establishments in town where you could probably find more players.
Maybe I'm looking for specific players.
In the Anchor and Mast. Really?
I seem to have found some.
Alright, deal me in.
All right. Anyone else?
I don't
Dunce-
gamble. I like to keep my
Dunce
money
will
in my pocket.
play.
Oh my god. Lucius just watches.
Oh, what were the suits again for this? Sorry, I have to look at the pin.
It is 1 is clubs, 2 is diamonds, 3 is spades, 4 is hearts.
Right, and there's no jacks.
Correct. I was gonna say I already had the dice to roll the stuff already.
Oh, is it alright if I
Yeah, if you want
are
to.
you dealing or
Yeah, if you want to deal the cards and roll for every card, that's fine too.
Okay.
Lets me play for once.
Oh, you're gonna be dunce?
Oh, I'm gonna play for
Right.
Dunce. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright, I'm rolling now.
God. He's just gonna lose all of Dunce's money.
I mean, it wouldn't be any difference than Dunce actually playing himself, let's be fair.
All right, I have rolled my hand.
Okay. Everyone's set?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Alright.
Who's gonna bet first? You?
Dealer goes last, right?
Yeah. By you, I meant Dietrich.
I'll put in a gold.
Dunce will also put in a gold.
Right. The draw will also put in a gold.
And then it's 3 cards.
3 cards. The 10 of hearts. It's one at a time, or
It's all three the first go.
oh, right,
And
right,
then it's
right.
1-1.
Sorry,
Nope, you're
I was busy reading the wizard rules.
good.
The queen of clubs. You're right. The d4s don't like to roll, do they? And the the 9 of spades. So 10 of hearts, queen of clubs, 9 of spades.
Got him written down. Dietrich.
5 gold.
Dunce will fold.
Also 5 gold. Draw will add in the 5 gold.
Lucius leans towards Nymeria. I have no idea how this game goes, but I love it when the cards are played.
What do I notice
me.
about this deck of cards as I sit here and play?
They look very old. And they look very fancy. Like there's gold leaf decorating, like the swirl designs on the backs of the cards that sort of started to flake off in places. The faces of the cards look like they're probably hand painted. The numerals are in common, so nothing super remarkable there, but they look like this deck has been around a while, and it's little bit worn as a result, but it's well taken care of.
Feels well played.
Yes. All right, and another card. Ah!
I was gonna say, did you play poker in Ceres at all, Dietrich?
No.
Okay,
Ceres is where I fled from my gambling debts,
got it. I thought you had
was
ruined there
chased
too.
out of the city unceremoniously, but found the amulet before I got out.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, the next card is the Nine of Hearts.
Check.
The drow will look at all of you gathered around, add in, also check, and also take out a fragment of like a stone, like a piece of a tablet, and add that to the pot as well. And then deal the last card.
What does it look like?
It's about like palm sized, like so. Dark stone, smoothed edges, and it looks like it has some sort of inscription on it.
Can I read the inscription from where I am, or would I have to examine it more closely?
You'd have to examine it more closely.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, and then deal the
So is
last
that
card.
is that something you're betting, or
Yes.
are you checking? And
Oh, bet
I'm
it.
betting it.
Bet it. So don't do the last card yet because he has to.
yeah, I have to. Um, I mean, like, how much do you want for me to call?
Well, I guess 5 gold and the stone.
Well, no. So
Oh.
we were even. I
Mhm.
checked. You put in the stone, so now I have to either call or raise or fold.
Okay, sorry.
So, like, how much would be required to call? Is my question.
5 gold is fine.
Okay, 5 it is.
Drop dice all over myself. And then the last card they turn up, they give you an apologetic look and place it on the table. And it is a 3 of coins, or 3 of pentacles. Looks like I have found what I came in here for after all. Who might you be?
Before I answer, does Dietrich know that this is a tarot card, or is he
Yes.
just like, what the fuck are these weird cards?
You would know it is a tarot card.
The name's Dietrich. Dietrich Balthazar. And who do I have the pleasure of losing my money to this evening?
Oh, my name is Pharaoh a humble agent of fate. But it seems that we were destined to meet today. I've had this relic in my possession, and I've been looking at it for as much information as I could possibly find, but it seems I need some help to proceed further. And I received a premonition that I might find assistance here in Roguewater. I do believe I have found it.
Do you know we're the ones you're looking for?
Of course. The Three of Pentacles, a card that says people brings people together in common purpose, working together. What sort of experience have you had adventuring?
Well, we've been around.
Almost clear across the continent.
I've been all the way north and dragged all the way south, so
Oh, well, I've come here all the way from Miramet myself, sold everything I had to come and for our paths to cross today. What fortune. I can tell you about the artifact if you'd like.
You've sold everything you have to be in the anchor and mast. Now I've seen everything.
I didn't sell anything. I just left it. Jeez, I didn't know that was an option.
Well, I mean, I had buyers on hand. I'm an antiquarian, you see. I had a collection I'd been amassing over the last several years, and when it seemed that my fate had changed and that I was to move on, I sold off much of my collection to a local cult. Nice fellows, really, and spent my earnings to come
Oh,
here to
uh,
try again,
uh,
see what
a
else I could
cult?
find.
Excuse me, a cult?
Yeah, they're lovely. They were believed in some sort of universal tapestry woven together of all truth and secrets, and they did this thing I didn't know. I was only there for 3 years, so I only saw them do it thrice, but they would knit together pieces of yarn into these little scarves and put them around branches and poles and things as part of their symbol of their grand conspiracy that they believed in. They were quite harmless, and I think the books that I gave them will probably keep them occupied for a couple hundred years.
Well,
I
they call us the cult busters,
They
so
do?
this is awkward.
Oh, I could show you where they are. They're in Miramet. Fairly harmless, though. I wouldn't really waste your time with them.
Did this
Hold on,
cult
hold
have
on,
any
hold on.
kind of
Above game, are we really called the cult bus?
Yes.
yeah.
who
Oh,
voted
shit.
on?
Yeah.
We voted
Oh,
on it.
shit. I didn't even know.
Yep.
I thought that was just.
Oh,
I thought that was what we were referring to.
Yeah, no, you make dumb jokes and people sometimes just pick them up and run with them. You gotta be careful.
Good with the name. I thought it was fucking clever.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Did
Oh,
this
God.
this cult in Merriman, did they have any kind of symbol or iconography?
Their little knitting needles weaving together the conspiracies of the world, something like that. But this, and they point to the rock on the table, this is something more interesting. This, I believe, is a relic of old Oderon itself.
What makes you so sure?
Well, I've done some research. The era it appears to have come from, and I purchased it from a sailor who had found it off of what was the island's name? From Kokiri. It had come from the ocean where the kingdom of Oderon is believed to have disappeared. This fragment has come all the way to us and now here before you.
Can I inspect the stone and try to read that inscription?
It's not in a language that you recognize.
Comprehend languages. Fucking try me.
It has one word on it.
And okay. What's the one word?
I can't say it.
You can't say it.
I mean, like, what does it?
Can't say.
so
Okay. I don't think Dietrich would know what that. Well, Dietrich might know what that is because it is a devil and he is a tiefling. Would Dietrich know who that is?
make a religion check.
Would I know what that is?
Make a religion check. Hey, you don't. You can't read it, so
Oh,
don't make
okay.
one yet.
That's a That's a natural 19 for an 18.
You obviously would have heard in passing, or rather read in passing, not heard in passing. That is the name of the Lord of the Nine Hells.
How lovely.
Ah. So this stone comes from, well, let's just say one of my ancestors.
Who's that?
Yes, yes. You see what I mean.
I do.
Are any among you scholars of old Oderon?
Well, we can do a little bit better than a scholar. But first, I think we need a reason to trust you. It's nothing personal. I'm just inherently suspicious of people who sell all of their possessions to travel halfway across the world just to meet me. It's not that I'm not flattered.
Well, let's go have some drinks and maybe get a little drunk.
No, thank you.
The last time we got drunk, I believe. Well, the last two times we got drunk, I believe someone ended up passed out in the bar. I don't think it's the best idea right now, Farzu.
Well, come on, where's your sense of adventure and fun?
I've had enough of that for 1 week, I think.
We
Ugh,
we could go somewhere a little bit less insane and crowded to have a more private conversation if that would suit you.
Certainly.
do I see any really drunk people in this bar though?
Not a drunk, but you definitely see a lot of people tipsy off of like overpriced, under boozy tiki drinks.
Hmm. I don't think I could sleight of hand steal anyone's coin purse if they're tipsy. I was looking for like someone real drunk. I can at least try to do something.
Drunk enough to drop it into your hands.
Right.
Do Grunts and I notice that that's what Farzu's looking for? Like, can we just say like, hey, like we got you, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll just try to like I'll pretend to be also a little tipsy and just bump into this person.
The other
And,
tipsy person?
yeah. And then Dunce can try to pick their pocket or something.
That is a natural 20 for a 34. And the person rolled a nat 20 for a 20.
And I've got a nat 18 for a 28 deception.
Okay. Dunce is able to pickpocket a small gold purse off of this person.
So I think we just keep walking and exit the bar and we'll
Okay.
take a look at the purse once we're like on the street.
Okay.
I will gather up my cards and follow with you.
There's about 30 gold in the gold purse.
Well,
There,
well,
see,
do.
hanging up there, I can see who's competent and who is not.
Enough. Um, Farzu, I think if you want the 30 gold,
Nah,
you
you
should have
guys
it.
picked it.
I'm honestly fine right now. I didn't spend all my money on a tattoo.
Yeah.
But if you're short,
I need to get some stuff so I can, just in case if Nibbles dies again.
all right, 30 gold should get you a few things, shouldn't it?
I have 60 at the moment.
Above game would get him 3 more nibbles.
It's 3 nibbles worth.
I'll take it. Add it to your inventory.
Oh, well, thank you, Dance. D check.
Because I've still got like 480 something.
Yeah, well, I was
On the money.
squishy, so this tattoos helps
Yeah.
me a lot.
No, it was a good decision, but you need the money.
We need to
Henrietta
find something
paid
to do, Joe.
Henrietta paid all that money to be not squishy, and now she's just sitting in a library.
Hey, it got them the discount.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it did.
Okay, so as far as where to go, um, what do I think the crowd at the Barnacle will be like at this time of night on this particular day?
You mean in this time of afternoon?
Oh, so it's still afternoon?
Yeah, it's only about 4 o'clock now.
Oh, okay. So will the Barnacle be crowded right now or relatively empty?
It would be fairly empty. You'd have the normal barflies, though.
And the senior
Cool.
citizens for their silver plate discount.
Yep.
What about would um would the Open Tankard or the Sunrise Inn be any less crowded?
Based off your experience at all of them, um, the Sunrise Inn would probably be the emptiest. There'd probably be like 2, maybe 3 barflies that spend all of their time there at this hour there.
Okay. All right. I'll guide everyone toward the Sunrise Inn. Uh, and on the way, I'll explain. It's kind of an old, rundown place. The proprietor is very cranky. I usually avoid it, but the good news is, so does everybody else. So we shouldn't be bothered.
Okay. Is there anything you guys want to do while you're on your way to the bar?
Just for my own bookkeeping, I assume that poker game we played was just a wash.
Yes.
Okay. Because I was like, but wait, do I win though? Like, what's the actual card? Ah,
Yeah.
cool, cool.
Okay. Yeah, anything of note?
I think Dietrich's waiting for more small talk until we get there and we're sure that we're not being eavesdropped on.
Okay. That didn't take too long to get there. It's 10 minutes. Or so.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Sunrise is... Dive Bar would be overselling how rundown it is. Or underselling how rundown it is.
I feel like if we go in there, we're gonna get tetanus.
Yeah, that is exactly the vibe of this place. Like, if you sit down on the wrong bar stool at the wrong angle, you may break it. Kind of place. And there
Man,
is behind the bar a cranky, probably later half of his life, just crazy fizzy white-haired gnome behind the bar.
Oh.
And there's like 2 people at the bar drinking who clearly have been drinking since like they woke up this morning at the bar in the place.
so I could probably pick their pockets.
I mean, if you want to risk it.
Well, mine's just at the end just for something to do.
Okay. So it is very easy to get a table away from people.
Hey, Dietrich, how's the alcohol here?
I mean, it's alcohol. It'll get you drunk. I might want to make sure you had like a poison antidote on hand or
I can cure poison on myself.
Up to date on your shots.
yeah.
But yeah, he is talking to one of the drunk people, the barkeep that you know, and talking to one of the people and doesn't even notice you guys walk in.
Dietrich has had dealings with this particular gnome before, and he just doesn't want to talk to him if he doesn't have to, and he's just heading toward like a seat in the back.
Easy enough to do.
Pair follows, sort of like sweeping their robes aside as they walk past furniture, like they don't want their clothing to touch the furniture.
Unclean.
I kind of want a beer, but I'm kind of afraid I might get tetanus from it. Or some other disease. Oh, I can cure myself if I have poisoned.
Yep.
I'm gonna go get a beer.
Good luck.
I'm gonna walk up and greet the gnome in gnomish.
He'll look back at you like one eye bigger than the other, just like. And says back in Gnomish. I haven't heard Gnomish in like years.
Ah, that's all I ever spoke. I haven't spoke it in a year, maybe. Can I get a beer, sir?
Yeah, 2 silver.
Okay,
Yeah.
here you go.
Mm. Then immediately returns to his conversation in common with the patron.
I'll go back to the table and take a sip.
This beer would have been good about a year ago.
Kind of seems right.
Yeah. It says it has gone sour. It has been sitting in that tank for too long.
Anyway, apologize for the decor.
What decor?
I but I don't think we'll be listened to here. So, merriment, you say,
Mhm. Yes.
and you received a premonition that you were supposed to come here to meet us.
Yes. As I said, I am an antiquarian. I enjoy, as a hobby, sort of seeking out lost relics and such, and learning all I can about them to benefit the knowledge of myself and the world at large. And typically, I don't venture out on my own. I would pay a handsome sum of money to a group of adventurers such as yourselves in order to retrieve an item and bring it back to me so that I may study it. However, as I was scrying for more information on this particular stone, I received a sort of message that this is one I might have to get my hands dirty on, and maybe not even in the fun way. And so I have no choice but to follow the whims of fate, as do we all. But it brought me here to seek out some capable adventurers, and I would like to lend you my earnest assistance in learning all that can be learned about this artifact.
Wait, there's not a fun way to get your hands dirty?
There is,
Huh.
but leaving home, selling all of your possessions to end up in a dive bar in a pirate hole is not one that I would prefer. It's not at the top of my list.
So I have a question. What's in this for you? What's your angle here?
I'm interested in learning everything I can about this relic. It's from old Odoron, so there must be something fascinating about it, especially since, as I'm sure you've noticed in attempting to read it, there appears to be something larger at work around this piece of stone. I would like to know what.
Indeed.
Can-
So I used comprehend languages to read this inscription.
Yes.
Do I know what language it is?
Comprehend languages does not give you that information.
It
can-
does not, but like, do I just like intelligence check or like, do I
It
know
is-
what?
I will say straight out, it is not a language. It is not a written language you recognize.
Okay.
Could I
Would it,
cast either detect magic or identify on it to find out any other information?
Be my
would it,
guest.
would Lucius recognize it?
Yes, but passively so.
Huh.
Like, it is not a language that you could write or read in, but you do recognize the lettering.
Huh. Looks a little familiar, but yeah.
This is happening. Can I insight check fair?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
I just want to know if you're trustworthy.
I was gonna say that's up to them.
I'm just gonna do passive 20. Or sorry, passive 15.
You're not Alvin.
Alvin's
Alvin's
insight
is
is even worse.
Alvin's is
I was
13.
thinking of I was thinking of Dietrich's perception,
Yeah.
which is 20, but no, passive 15.
Fair, very much would like to know what's up with this and would like assistance.
Are you gonna cast detect magic or identify first?
Detect. uh, Detect magic first.
It is non-magical.
Okay, and then I'll detect identify.
It is
Oh,
It's
magic.
not magical, there's nothing to identify.
correct.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Unless it could
Oh.
like unless identify could like radiocarbon date it. Or something. Like, what kind of rock
It's like
is
a
this?
music.
How old is
I
it?
cast
The-
carbon
Where's it
dating.
I cast
Is it-
archaeology.
Is this what type of? Well, I am a deep gnome, so
Mm.
rocks are my thing. What is this? Is this a? What is this?
It is carved out. It is blue slate.
Blue slate.
Yeah.
Would I know anything else?
So it's
Maybe.
sedimentary, not metamorphic.
Correct.
I don't.
Make a nature check.
Uh. 23.
Damn, 19, nice.
Yes, my dice are playing well with me today.
Based off the weathering of this was either in the water or exposed to rain for a very long time because of the roundness and the smoothness of even the sharp corners of the name where it's inscribed.
This got really wet.
Imagine if that's the only thing he said. He just, this is wet.
Where did
All
you
right.
find this?
I purchased it from a sailor who had come from Kokiri. They found it out in the ocean there. Yes, it was part of a larger tablet, but I don't know how much larger. Of course, because the edges are very worn as well. This is the only word that I had on it to go off of. Interestingly, it's not a word I've seen or heard referenced ever before in any of Odoron's other records. our
That
friend's
word.
ancestor, as we are not aware of them having a cult back in that time. So this is quite curious. It's quite novel.
Clovery, you said. The island?
Yes.
That island is probably the closest you can get to old Odoron.
You would know that to be fact, Dietrich.
Yeah. No, I'm just looking at.
Yeah.
I would assume like islands, ocean stuff. Like Dietrich is
Yeah.
more or less familiar. Very curious. Dietrich is going to pull out the wand of sending,
Okay.
and he's going to send a message to Henrietta, and just ask like, "Hey, it's us. Is there what information can you find in the library about Asmodeus?"
The name does not come out of your mouth. You say the sentence, but that word does not get enunciated. It does not come out. You do
I
not
try.
speak it.
I try again, and I assume I fail again,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll say, about the Lord of the Nine Hells.
That does work.
Do you know? Is there any indication that he was connected to the devastation in any way?
You get 25 words. I'm pretty sure you're over.
Yeah, no, we're
I was not counting.
the wand has 4 charges. It regains a D4 every day, and there's a risk of it being destroyed if I spend the last charge.
Correct.
So as long as
Yeah, you get to was he, and then it cuts off.
use a
So you
second
add
charge.
a thread emoji and then the second
Yeah.
charge.
Was he connected to the devastation in any kind of way? Let us know if you're able to find anything out on your end. How's it going, by the way?
I think the word way cuts off.
So I'd assume she gets these messages and she goes, and if she can stop whatever she's doing.
Yeah.
If she can't, then she'll tell Frank, hey, and have him go pull it if she can't. So it'll be a little while. It'll be, I don't know, 15, 20, 30 minutes before you get a response. What's the response, right?
Make an investigation check for me with Henrietta.
Gotta open Henrietta.
Can I?
No,
Would I have ever heard that name
I'm
before?
sorry to make Megs play multiple characters again.
Again.
every fucking campaign.
Every fucking
It's become
campaign.
tradition at this point.
I would.
Right?
I would have fun with doing two characters at once.
They love making me talk to myself.
It's not fun when you play them back to back in combat almost every time.
Oh,
And it's
God.
even more not fun when they're both either unconscious or at 1 HP at the same time.
You're welcome.
Yo, that
Ooh.
was fun as shit. Don't you ever say anything else.
That was hella fun.
Lucy died. That was not fun.
Anyways, what was
I
the
could have
investigation
revived
check?
her and someone else did.
Anyway,
19 for investigation.
Okay.
Actually, she'll also guidance herself, so 20.
you do not find in books about the devastation any reference to the Lord of the Hells.
Okay.
However, make an insight check with her as well.
That's an 8. With guidance, that's a 9.
There might be some willing omissions, but based off the writing and how you read it quickly after getting these messages, you don't fully digest the potential of that. The potential of the willing non-full truth potential of that. I am sad the dog ears don't move like ears.
I know, right? Do you just want me to use the bunny ears? Would that make you
Nah,
feel
you're fine.
better?
No, you're good. But yeah, that is what you discern.
So do I get like 50 words since I'm responding to 2 messages?
You get 25 and 25, so yes.
Okay. Hey, I'm good. We're good. I pulled all the books I could find, and it doesn't say anything directly. There are like some holes or something, but nothing discernible. So I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, if there's anything else, just ask. I'm glad you guys are doing well.
Just ask would be the last word, I believe.
Fair enough.
So I've used 2,
Mm-hmm.
so I'll use a third one and say, "Well, thanks for your help. I met my patron. That's gonna take longer than one sending spell. I'll tell you tomorrow."
Oh, well, that was why you went there, right? So that's good. Is that a good thing? I'm hoping that's a good thing. You're alive, so I'm hoping that's a good thing.
Yeah, Dietrich's not replying until tomorrow
Obviously.
because that was the third charge.
Um,
And I'll sort of relay that information to the group that Henrietta gave us, just that any role that the Lord of the Nine Hells played in the devastation is ambiguous at best, and there's not really anything to go on.
Would I have possibly ever read anything about that?
Nope. As well read as you are, there are certain things you just can't get your hands on.
Well, Pharaoh Fane, color me intrigued.
What color would that be?
Fuchsia,
Uh,
obviously.
right.
We've been trying to get a handle on an issue of our own involving some ancient relics, possibly dating from around the time of Odoron, possibly older. And this is the best lead we've had so far. We were considering uh, a trip to Linnaeus to see if the elves there know anything. Is that something you have any experience with, or
Other than not being terribly fond of elves, no, I've never been there before. But I am interested if you have other relics. I would love to hear more about them.
an elf who's not
You
terribly fond of elves? Huh?
I'm a drow. I've come from the Underdark. Elves aren't terribly fond of us either.
Indeed.
I never said I hated you. Do you really have a problem with my kind?
Only when you have a problem with me. I won't
Ah, well
start
then we have
anything
no problems.
between the two of us. I guess not. But we'll see if Linnaeus wants to let someone like me in.
I think I can get you in. Conversations, things. We can make things happen, maybe.
Well,
Do
then,
you
all
think
right.
Linnaeus is where we should be going? Or should we sail for Korori?
The island this came from might be an interesting destination. I would be more inclined to go there than to visit elves, but
Or
So,
sailing? Ugh.
if
well,
you
there's
already
just
have some
only wouldn't.
experience and this is simply a piece of your puzzle, then I would be willing to accompany you wherever you thought it best to travel.
Well, I suppose there will be plenty of time to do both. I'll leave it up to the group. Do we go check out another elven enclave or go diving for relics on an island?
Well, I can't swim.
So we've seen.
It's okay. He can just ride on my back again.
We're not doing those spells again either.
I mean, theoretically, we'd be on a boat, I
Oh,
would think. It's too far to swim, of course.
You're got a nautical theme, pass me to Afghan.
me? I like looking for Chazard as the next gnome.
And this might be a more enjoyable navigational experience because this time we wouldn't be on the run and trying to stay out of sight.
No, why were you on the run last time?
Let's just say it has something to do with those other relics we've been chasing.
Oh, now I'm definitely glad I met you. This should be interesting.
Namiria's ears visibly perk up at all. This is all new information for her.
I need a point of clarification. Is the actual thing still the actual tablet piece still on the table?
Well, I had it in my
No.
hand. I don't think I put it back on.
Yeah, because he had it in his hand, and I want to know where it is
Yeah.
currently.
Probably still in my hand.
Okay.
I don't know if I gave it. No, I probably would have given it back.
Yeah, Fair got it back. They would have put it away.
Thank you.
So, given what we know, which isn't much, elves or island?
I don't think I would go for a 5-day trip right now. Above game, how long would it take to get to the island?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Watch as he says 5 days.
Oh, it's
Oh fuck.
probably depending on how fast of a boat you guys could get, 2 to 4 days.
Ooh.
Like if you guys got a small, fast boat, you could easily make it in 2 days.
Let's get a small, fast boat. If we have the money for that, anyways.
I think that's something One-Eyed Willie may be able to help us out with.
Indeed.
Right. Didn't he have like a whole bunch of boats in there?
And
Well,
hose?
those were wrecks, but
Oh, right. Yeah.
there are plenty of pirates in his employ.
Sure. Why don't we
You're
ask him?
asking what for advice? You're One-Eyed Willie?
Oh, you should meet him.
Not without buying me dinner first.
I feel like we had a similar joke in the Monday campaign at one point.
Yeah.
I feel like
Can
this
I
is
see
the
what's
best
under
thing
the
I've ever
hood?
done, and I have peaked at naming
Uh-oh.
things.
Can I see under the hood? Not without buying me dinner first.
No, One-Eyed Willie's great, but you probably want to avoid staring directly into his eye. Dietrich will just try to keep the innuendo going for as long as possible. About what time of day is it now?
About 6 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I do think we need to decide like now-ish what we're doing because procuring the travel, whether it's a
One
cart or a boat,
moment.
will take some time.
One moment. Lucius kind of like seems to push into the conversation a little bit. Um, what was your name again?
Mine, Fair O'Hayan.
Yes.
You may call me Fair if you like that better.
Well, fair.
Fair lady.
Could I look
No.
at
Oh.
could I look at the tablet, please?
Sure. They'll take it out and offer it to you.
Okay. And he takes it.
It would be at this point you all see Lucius's eyes roll back in his head,
Oh, wait,
Through
wait.
his
I'm
helmet?
wearing the helmet. Helmet.
Even I'll say even through it, you can just see the whites of his eyes. Like it's dark,
shit.
it's just pure white, which is very odd. I will
Ah.
say with passive
Oh.
perception, Dietrich,
Oh.
Fair, and Rook could see through the helmet isolates just for the sake of argument that his eyes rolled back even through the helmet. And that's where we're going to take our break.
Is Rook still here?
I
by the
assume
way?
so. I assume Rook hasn't walked off yet.
Sure, yeah, she'll stick around for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where we're going to take our break.
Hey.
Uh-oh. See you guys back here in a few minutes.
kind of looked like a fucking steamboat.
Hi.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh boy.
Ooh, girl.
So the three people that do see Lucius's eyes roll back. Lucius, what you see is everything goes black.
Oh.
And you open your eyes in what is a chamber almost entirely lit by lava and hellfire.
Okay then. Well,
And about 40 feet in front of you is two pillars of mithril with eyes in them, carved into them out of this purple glass. And in between them is a throne. Similar, not identical to the one that you thought would have been destroyed. And sitting in it is about an 8-foot tall gentleman with two horns coming out of his head. Very attractive, but with more like androgynous features, with this slight red tint to his skin. He stands up and looks at you. There you are. You would also notice as you looked down at your body, this is not the body you currently inhabit. It is your previous form.
well then. This is new.
Are you enjoying my body? My vessel?
Your body?
Yes.
Uh,
The one that was meant for me to inhabit, that your ilk somehow stole from me and mine.
my ilk? Excuse me, I have we met before? I feel like I should know you, but I just don't.
You can call me whatever you want. We never met before directly. But your kind fought against me and my ambitions.
Hmm. I see. I see.
So he stands up out of it. And walks down this kind of stone walkway near towards the edge of the lava, now about 20 feet away from you. Yes, my body, my vessel, the one destined for my return. And yet there you are.
What a damn shame.
For you, yes.
For me?
Yes. Because I will get what is mine. Maybe days, maybe weeks, it may be months, but I will get it. And what happens to you then? Enjoy your fleeting moments.
You're saying I stopped you once.
The Lord of Hells doesn't make the same mistake twice.
I'll just find another way to stop you. That's how it is. You shouldn't be such a sore loser, is all I'll say.
Will you even still be there to stop me if I take you out of that body? By any means necessary.
What an excellent thought. I had better make contingencies then. As far as you know, I have my own little plan set in motion. And I do. Though I must say, the mind is a fuzzy thing. And I wish I remembered much more of what I did. But I did something. I know. And when I remember, I'm going to make sure I fucking put my fist on that pretty little face of yours. I will break it in two, and I will enjoy every single punch I make.
Mortals are so cute when they're angry.
Well, we'll see what tune you have when we next meet. Whoever you are.
I am the Lord of the Hells. And you are just a pawn in this game.
Oh, I'll be a very annoying pawn.
Oh. We'll
All things
see
have a all
how
things have
that
a thing.
turns out for you.
Lucius is kind of like looking around. So, is this going to end soon, or are we
What
just going to awkwardly
I was
stare
gonna
at
say,
each
what you
other?
see is this is some type of circle underneath
Uh-huh.
you, and there are about 8 other seats on different pillars of rock overlooking the lava that surrounds this circle. Nobody else is sitting in any of the other chairs at the current moment. It's just him. Or was just him. but
Some empty seats you have there.
they're busy preparing other things, other plans.
Mm-hmm. So I make a mental note: 8 seats.
Including the one Asmodeus was in, 9.
Okay, so 9 seats. 9 seats. 9, 9. That number. What is it?
It's a mighty
Do I-
number.
Do I get a? Do I get the? Do I get a feeling that the number 9 is significant in any way?
It's the layers of hell.
Ah, quite tacky. Though I do love the theming.
Get your jokes in now. We'll see if you're laughing when I take that vessel back from you.
Ooh, scared.
Run.
Can I?
You guys see at that moment is Lucius collapsing to the ground out of his chair, and the piece of tablet falls out and kind of chinks on the floor away from him. And you are back unconscious at that point.
Oh,
Fair goes after the tablet to pick it up. He's like, does this happen often to your friend?
More than you'd think. So
It's
help Lucius
definitely
out.
not the first time.
Probably won't be the last either.
Interesting.
The next time, maybe if we hit him over the head, it'll stop.
I was thinking of that.
It's a smart thing, I think.
Fair glances to the bar to see if this has attracted any attention. The walking armor falling onto the floor.
A passing glance of maybe the dude just was drunk and fell out of his seat.
Okay. Yeah, Fair will put the tablet away out of sight.
I was
Help
in.
Lucius up and ask, like, are you all right? What happened?
I think I met the Lord of the Nine Hells, but I'm not in time. Well, no, he did confirm it. Okay, yes, I did meet the Lord of the Nine Hells. That was interesting. He was familiar to me,
Oh,
so I assume I've met him before. And he said that I have his vessel? Hmm. Interesting.
his vessel. I don't understand. Did you steal a shot glass the last time you were in the Nine Hells?
No, no, I
I mean,
don't
it's still
recall being in the Nine
respect.
Hells. I don't recall being in the Nine Hells, but I do recall being related to thrones and eyes and what was it? He was on a chair. He was on a throne. I recognize the throne. It was the throne of eyes. But I was never on it. I don't know how I wasn't aware of a vessel. All I remember was the throne itself. And I thought we disabled the throne. The throne is supposed to be the turner of fates, it's the destroyer. It's not making any sense. I don't know
Oh,
why he's accusing me of this thing.
fair,
Oh, if I have
Nymeria.
fucked
Now
him over.
might be a good time to mention that our our heavily armored friend here is approximately how old?
Oh,
What did we decide? Was it 2,000 years more?
I think a shy of 2,000 years.
I just call him a
Really?
dinosaur.
That's incredible.
I wish I could be a dinosaur. That would be nice.
Well, you'll have to
Would
Farrowin,
watch
make
out.
things much simpler. I
above
should learn Druidic. Oh,
above
sorry.
game, Farrowin, when you guys talked to him, and he brought up the City of Gold, basically said it's impossible it existed 2,000 years ago, so it's a rough estimate.
As near as we can tell, he's like the spirit or the soul of some long dead soldier from before Odoron, who for some reason was like reanimated and given this new body, and nobody knows why.
That's
Did the
fascinating.
If
did
it's
the
to
Lord of the
fuck
Nine
over
Hells
the
happen?
the Lord of the
Did the
Nine
Lord of
Hells,
the
then
Nine
yes.
Hells give you any insight on that?
Um, all he said was he was trying to gloat. He was saying he had plans in motion, things happening, and I gloated back that I probably had things set up. Though, to be honest, I don't remember if I've set anything up, so I was just kind of talking out of my ass there. But yeah, you have to put your best foot forward, you know?
So, sorry. So, Lucius, above game, are you deliberately concealing what
Oh, no. He just straight up
Asmodeus
does
told
not.
you? Are you
Oh,
above game? Are you
oh,
deliberately concealing what he told you about your body?
oh no, he said he was the vessel. Remember
He
when he
said your
started?
body was intended for
Oh,
him. Are you
right.
are you deliberately withholding that fact
No.
from
I
the
wasn't
party?
deliberately
Because if not,
withholding
if
it.
so, I'm going to insight check you.
Yeah. That's my bad. I'll get to that right now. But
I
yes, he.
was also going to say, Fair can also give me an Arcana check. Tell me if you roll a 19 or 20 on the die.
So as uh as I was saying about the vessel, he says that I stole a body from him, and apparently this was the body I stole or something. I don't. It's honestly not that not too impressive, to be honest. In
So
fact,
that would mean you were talking out of his ass then, right?
well, that's true. That is very true. That is quite true. What if? What if? Now that I think about it, what if? What if I gave this vessel to him, but after I became obese and maybe had many diseases inflicted upon me? I wonder if that would work. Well, no, I don't want to do that. I mean, this body isn't really that impressive. I kind of like shimmy off the helmet and kind of like pop it off, kind of just like I'm not that impressive and such. I you know I look. Hmm,
So,
eh.
just so I can confirm, you are taking a helmet completely off.
Yes, I am taking the helmet completely off as Lucius is like, I don't understand what's so impressive about this body. That's
I assume everybody here has seen Shrek, right? Shrek 2.
Mhm.
It's like the scene where Prince Charming takes his helmet off in the beginning of the movie.
oh.
That part.
Like that is like takes it off and it's just like slow motion hair, perfect blonde hair, like
Let me.
stone cut chiseled features.
Can I post the picture I sent you?
Yes, you may.
Yeah, sure. Right here.
So he's like the dude on every cover of all the smut novels.
Yes. I need Dietrich
He's,
Dunce,
he's Fabio.
Fair, and Farzu to roll, I'll say, history checks.
My Arcana before was an 11 on the die
Yeah,
plus a
it
6.
it
so
needed to be a
it
25
was
or
not a
higher.
19.
It needed to be
Okay.
25 or higher, yeah.
Yeah, Lucius, you'll have to watch out for us. Antiquarians will date any old thing.
Oh my.
You
That sounds
said
that sounds
history?
quite inviting.
Dietrich got a 12 for
Okay.
history.
Fair got a 23.
Dunce got a dirty 20. What did Farzu get?
24.
24. Fair, Dunce, and Farzu, you recognize Lucius's face
Yeah.
from a missing persons poster that has been splattered everywhere. And when it's pointed out, Dietrich would also recognize it.
For how long?
Easily the last year, any town in any city you guys have gone into would have this missing persons face.
Wow. You've been missing your body's been missing for a year at least.
Oh my.
But it was someone famous enough to have people looking for you in multiple places.
It is the
Yeah,
prince.
all over
It is
the
the
world.
Prince of Stormamaw.
Damn.
Oh.
It's Anduin, the Prince of Stormwind.
Your body is a prince. Oh yeah, I'll fucking say it that way too. Cause he ain't what his body is.
The way you play high intelligence and okay wisdom and charisma is just chef kiss. It really is.
Wait. Hold on. I'm this body is the prince of what now? Let me just
Stormmaw, home of
oh
some of the more, well, all humans are kind of assholes, but Stormmaw might be the worst.
wait. I'm
You've been hanging out with a prince of Stormwall?
I'm a prince?
Well,
Wow.
not
Technically,
you.
we've been
Well, not
hanging out with
me.
the.
Well, not me. I'm not even
I
a
was going to
Body
say,
of a
technically,
prince.
we've been hanging out with a dead body of a prince,
Mhm.
I'm
inhabited by
surprised we haven't had any people on us yet.
You'd best put that helmet back on, then.
Yeah.
Because
So this is the first time you've seen your friend's face as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I
they
didn't
kind of
actually
seen
know
my
he
face.
had a face.
Oh, come now, Mr. Emeris. I've shown you kind of my face through the slit, right?
I've seen like eyeballs.
Are we still
it's
doing
not the
phrasing?
same as a face.
No, we're not doing phrasing through the slit. Thank
Are
you.
we not
Take a point.
through the slit?
I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, this has.
My ribs hurt.
Oh, wait now. Wait. That means the Lord of the Seven Hells wanted to take the body of this prince
Nine
himself.
hells.
Of the nine hell.
It's
What was
7
that?
hells in Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, seven
And,
hells.
in-
Nine
and
hells.
in and in Game of Thrones, and
Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry
Yes.
about that. The Prince of the Nine Hells wanted to take over the body of a prince of a. I assume Stormmaw is militaristic.
Yes. They're one of the
Yes.
ones that
Yes.
are currently running the blockade, actually.
Yeah, one of the most militaristic human factions.
And how did you come by this form?
Oh, I don't know. I woke up. I just I was in a battlefield. I woke up.
So it
I
was
had
like
some. I assumed I was just some normal dead person.
curious. It seems quite a lot at work here.
Some
fair,
normal dead person.
Well, you know, just some normal person that died, and now, well, to be fair, I
Got
don't
up and
have any
started
wounds.
walking again.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
your,
As
when
you
you
do.
say it,
garden variety
when you're making me
lich.
say it out loud, it makes it sound strange. Come on now, don't you don't have to be you don't have to pressure
Yes,
me
the
like that. Come
saying it. Yes, the saying it out loud is definitely what makes your story strange, Lucius.
on. You're all so cruel. You're all cruel. Ugh.
Do I
Ugh.
know of any like specific sort of necromancy that could do this? Put a specific soul into a specific body, sort of thing, I guess.
Make another Arcana check.
It's for the Horcrux.
19.
Okay. Varzu, also make an Arcana check for me, since you are the only other one that is proficient. You're muted.
Whoops. 25.
Okay. Fair. You think there might be some type of necromantic magic that can potentially do this? Potentially. It is all theoretical. Farzu on the 25. There are books you would have read about, specifically dwarven culture, where they have turned people into vessels for their pantheon. And specifically, you've heard the word vessels used.
Wow. You said dwarven, right?
Yes.
Dwarven, making vessels.
Dwarves do like making things.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Surprising it's magical, but usually it's a hole in the ground, like us gnomes.
So you're
Do we know?
suggesting that they've actually like realized this magic, that it's actually worked. Lucius, was there anyone around when you woke up?
No, not at all. It was completely empty. It was how I was able to run off.
Were
Do
you in
you,
a room or out in the open?
Out in the open,
Outside.
the field, outside, battlefield, lots of dead bodies. Oh god, lots of dead bodies.
do we know which dwarves are the ones who theorized this ability?
Not theorized.
Elves have
They actually do
theorized
it.
it. Dwarves have done it.
Do we know which dwarves have done it?
That'd be the dwarves that you would hang around. You were hanging around Farzu, which is the Thorim.
Thorum. Thorum dwarves. Very magical people.
Dwarves. North of Valerian. Hmm. Um,
Also, it would appear that we now have a third destination on the table.
Oh dear lord.
Linnaeus, Koruri, or Thurindur. I can't make heads or tails of any of it. I have no idea where to go.
In either case, if my mental map is correct, if we either go to Karori or Linnaeus, we can easily go towards Stormmaw, then towards the other destination.
Why
No,
do you want to go to Stormmaw?
well, if you guys said it was a third destination. And that being said, why was
No,
the
I didn't.
prince supposed to be a vessel? Was there a reason?
Above game, the third destination was Thurimdur, not
Oh,
Stormmaw.
sorry, my bad.
You're good.
Oh my gosh, I'm a moron. Okay,
I
never
think
mind.
that'd be a lot of trouble to go to Storma.
Yeah, above
Let me
game,
just,
Stormmaw, I think, is the last place we would want to go.
yeah. Let me just cut that. Let me just excise that from the thing. Sorry.
Nope, you're good.
Sorry. What was the third destination again?
Thurindur,
Thurumdur.
sort of
Okay.
northeast of Valerian,
Okay.
where
Thurumdur. Hmm.
well, it would appear that in a matter of hours we've gone from having absolutely no idea where to go to having 3 different possible destinations to choose from. I suppose that's a happy problem to have. It'll keep us busy.
Sorry, what was the first destination?
Linnaeus.
We were just
Linnaeus.
talking about going to Linnaeus because it's another elven community that might have a library and knowledge about things.
But to be
And I think that's
fair,
it's
yeah,
probably the most tenuous of the 3 that we're talking
yeah.
about.
Honestly, if we go by the 2 best, Karori and then Thorumdur, now that we have more information, Karori might be a better first destination before we try heading towards Thorumdur.
On the way to Thurimdur, we'll also go right through Mirament.
Mirament? What's the significance of Mirament? Sorry.
That's
Well,
where Fair is from.
that's where I've been living.
Okay. Cool.
I think that sounds like a solid plan.
Mhm.
Why don't I go talk to, well, not the big one-eyed Willie, his the the one-eyed Willie who works for the other one-eyed Willie.
The
I'll go and
fake
talk to
one.
him.
The avatar of One Odd Willie?
No. He's a person.
The Avatar: The Last Airbender?
He's a person who works
Right.
for One-Eyed Willie, but person who works for One Eyed Willie always traditionally takes the name One Eyed Willie.
Right, and looks like One-Eyed Willie, kind of. I think that's called an avatar. I don't know.
I don't know anything about avatars, but he's the guy who works for the guy. Oh, wow.
Usually, I call them employees or
Yeah, I don't want to go bother an actual beholder about like getting a ship, but I can go bother a pirate captain about it.
Right. So, are you guys going to leave and head somewhere?
So like, yeah, like where is One-Eyed Willie's place in relation to here, in relation to the Barnacle? Like, would it
So
make more sense
you
to stop there first, or
so you guys are over at Knight's Way on that gate. One-Eyed Willie's is kind of at the 1 on the map, and the Barnacle is closer to like 5, in between 5 and 4, so they're kind of equidistant from where you are. Sorry, that does not make your decision easier, and I know that.
oh, gotcha.
But that's what's
Um,
going on.
well, I'll tell you what. Why don't if the rest of you know the way back to the Barnacle, why don't I stop by One-Eyed Willie's and I'll come meet you there, and we can have some dinner, get some rest, start planning.
So the Barnacle is where you're staying. Would you mind if I joined you there? The accommodations that I've had previously are a bit tacky.
Oh, no, no problem at all. There's plenty of room there, and Tatiana will take good care of you.
Excellent, thank you.
Nymeria, you're more than welcome as well.
Well, thank you for that. I should probably go stop real quick over at the casino and let them know that I won't be on the roster for a while.
The decision is yours. I know this has been a lot of information in one day, but I think we can trust you.
Y'all are some interesting folks, and I don't plan to stay here forever. I'm trying to get back home. And it seems like at some point y'all are at least going to go that direction.
We've gone just about every direction there is to go at this point. It's only a matter of time before we end up there, I think.
I know my way to the Barnacle. I'll go stop by the casino and talk to them nice people and let them know not to expect me in the pit anytime soon.
Well, it should give the rest of your competition a better chance at winning.
Just hope I don't run into that Dragonborn and she ain't mad at me.
That makes two of us, sister.
Okay, so Lucius, Dunce, Emerus, Farzu, Rook, and Fair are going back to the Barnacle. Nymeria is going to the casino first. Dietrich is going to that first. Great.
We don't have to roleplay any of that, though.
Perfect.
That's just
Understandable. We can hand wave that. We're going to do Dietrich first and get that out of the way. It's easy enough to get there. You know where it is. They let you in because you're in now. Easy enough to find the captain, One-Eyed Willie, not the beholder, One-Eyed Willie. So what brings you back here so soon?
Well, I seem to find myself in need of a fast ship and a discreet captain. Know anyone?
Yeah, we've got a couple of fast ships, but no captains right now.
I mean, I can crew a ship. I've never sailed one myself.
Yeah, you just yell at him and tell him what to do. Not that hard.
If you insist.
We can get you a schooner. Room for 12 people.
We've only got 7 plus a weird small like dragon thing. I don't know exactly, but yeah, a schooner should do us nicely.
Excellent. I can get you the other 5 people to crew it if it's not too much of a problem.
That would be great.
Excellent.
How much do I owe you?
Oh, nothing. And he reaches out to shake your hand.
Sounds like a deal.
So you shake his hand?
One question.
Yes.
I mean, we'll be going to a particular destination and then probably staying there for a little while and then on to the next destination. These 5 crew are trustworthy, they're discreet. They'll
They live
they'll
down
wait
here.
with the
They
ship.
know they
They'll,
live down here. They
they'll
know the
wait with
crew.
the ship while we
They
do what we need to
should.
do.
They should. That's what they're paid by us to do.
All right, good. We're investigating some of the, well, indirectly investigating some of the concerns that your boss had about strange goings on in the world lately.
Good to hear it.
We're not sure exactly where this will lead us, but we think it's probably related.
Fair enough.
Yeah, what's the name of the ship? We'll look for you at the docks tomorrow morning.
Alrighty. Let me pull that up. It is the Valkyrie.
Right, until tomorrow morning then.
Alright.
And I'll head back to the barnacle.
But the question was, did you shake his hand when he reached it out?
Yes.
Cool. You have a second eye tattoo now.
Where is it?
Right next to just right below the first one.
And so there's just 2 of them now?
Mm-hmm.
What exactly is this? Is it like anytime you do a favor for me, I get another one of these things or something like that?
It's just a magical mark that you owe him one, so he can cash it in whenever he wants, and it kind of magically binds you to doing it a little bit.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it's worked for him well so far.
I've been bound before, but never magically.
That usually also comes with gagging.
I'm going to leave that one alone for right now. But good luck.
Thank you.
All right. The 6 of you plus Wolf that are going back to the barnacle through the now somewhat crowded nighttime streets. I need you guys to make a perception check for me. Oh crap, that means I have to roll for dunce. Cool.
After dark now, right?
Hmm?
It's after dark now, right?
It is dusk, so there's no direct sunlight currently.
Okay, cool.
19.
I was gonna say, tell me if you get over a 10.
Oh,
15.
my bad.
One of them rolled.
Fair
low.
got a 19, and Rook's passive is like 21, so
Yeah, Rook's passive
Rook
is
sees
huge.
everything.
Actually, sorry, I got a 24 because I have advantage.
Dunce got a 23 on a nat 20. You all, as you're walking through the crowd, somebody passes you, looks at Lucius, and for just a brief second, you see this red flash go across his eyes.
Across my eyes or the guy's eyes?
His eyes.
Uh, that's
Well, Lucius has his helmet on.
No, the person passing by's eyes. Is there anything any of you would like to do?
that's
Sort of glance at the others, like not saying it out loud, but like, did you guys see that too?
I think so.
When the person whose eyes you saw is about 15 feet past the back row of you all, you hear like the sounds of like bones breaking, like in consecutive order, like just like crunching in like an order, like
Fair stops and turns back to watch.
you see the person looking on in horror as their hand bones are elongating and breaking and cracking until they make claws and their arms kind of go up into a different position and like their spine comes rips out of their clothes and you just hear their jaw like unhinge and pop and they turn around like dead face and like get on the ground as their legs now also crack into like a backward position.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just shift into a wolf.
That be undead.
Yes.
I cast protection from evil and good.
Okay. As you all are looking back at that, you would notice as you turn back to look in front of you, there are two more people undergoing the same transformation into ghouls. I need the 6 people there to roll initiative, please.
Dun dun dun.
The one
Oh.
time you split the party.
We've split the party before,
Yep.
kinda.
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
Yeah, I think the last time we split the party, we used it to get surprise on like 3 groups of enemies in a row and never took a point of damage. So
That's
That was fun.
true. Okay, I need to go
Actually,
turn
the
my-
last time we split the party was when it was the shopping episode.
That's true, actually. I need to go
Oh,
turn my
yeah.
AC up because I am freezing. Can everybody just post it in Discord chat and I'll just write it down when I get back. Righty. Rook is Oh, I need Emrys 2 as well. But right now, it looks like Rook is up first. Yes. Bum, bum, bum.
So Dietrich and Nymeria are both like several minutes away still at this point.
So, timeline wise, this is happening as you would arrive at the casino, Nymeria, and you would arrive at the place.
Okay, so no hope of either of us joining this fight.
Correct.
Gotcha.
All right, Emrys, what was the rolls on initiative?
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. It's a long day.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to put Lucius. That's what I forgot.
It was a 16. Sorry.
16 Emrys. All right, Rook, Farzu, and Lucius are up in a row to start this thing off.
Okay, so you said the one behind us is like about 15 feet behind us.
Yeah, it's about 15 feet from Farzu.
All right. And is it crowded? Are there like what are the other people doing right now?
As soon as that started happening, people ran.
Okay, so we
you
don't have to worry
right now have
so
like a
much.
40, basically like a 40-foot radius of just cleared right now.
Okay, cool. So you don't have to worry about hitting any, I won't say innocents, but
Correct.
bystanders. Rook will cast Hunter's Mark on the one behind us.
Okay.
And then take a shot with her short bow. And she gets 2 shots, right? Extra attack. Cool. So a 13 and a 16.
Both of those will miss.
All right.
Second one just barely. First one will miss. Second one will just glance off and not do damage. Let me word it that way instead.
Okay. She'll stay where she is.
Okay. All right. Farzu and then Lucius.
Help if I unmute.
Yes.
I am going to cast Magic Missile at level 2 at the one behind us.
Okay.
So that's 3.
Guys, it's the fucking 6th. Why are we still firing off fireworks? 11:30.
America.
I thought it was just my neighborhood.
Nope. 3-6.
Right, second level is 3.
Yep. 4.
4.
Yeah, so you'd rolled a 3 and a 6. What was the third one?
I haven't rolled
Oh.
damage. I was trying to. So 2, 4, 2,
8.
and a 3.
11 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Lucius.
All right. Who's taking damage?
Just the one back there so far.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do is put a shadow in front of the ghoul
The one directly in front of you?
that took damage.
Okay.
And so if it tries to escape and attack, attack of opportunity, etc., etc.
Yes.
And I'm gonna stand where I am though,
Okay.
sort of to keep the defensive line. And I'm gonna attack twice on the ghoul.
Through your echo. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Uh, that's 7. So 16 and 23.
16 will just miss. 23 will hit.
Okay. And that is a 5 plus 4. That's 9 damage.
Okay.
Mhm.
Your sword chunks off bone, ships some of this bone that has come to the external surface of this now undead creature's skin. But, yeah.
Yep, that's it for now.
Cool. Great. Ironically enough, it is now his turn, so you do get your opportunity attack.
All right. $22.
That will hit.
Mhm.
Cocked.
That's 14.
Points of damage.
Uh-huh.
Nice. The echoes this time does more and takes chips, like scrapes along, and bone comes flying off of this ghoul's body. The ghoul is going to bite Barzu. And that one will definitely hit.
I'm gonna cast shield.
What would that take your AC to?
21.
What is his bardic inspiration die? It's a D8. Dunce will use his reaction on that. I'm metagaming like a motherfucker because I'm playing Dunce. Reducing the roll by 4, which would make it a 19 now. So the bite will not hit because of that. And that lasts until your next turn, the start of your next turn, correct?
Until the start
Shield
of
does,
your next turn,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, shield does, cutting words does not. So now he's gonna go make a claw attack, which will hit for 18 slashing damage. And I need you to make a constitution saving throw, please.
$22.
Okay, that saves. Alrighty. Amris, you are up.
All right, I'm running to the one in front of me, and so is my doggo.
Okay. Easy enough for your dog to get on the table.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take my bites with the multi attack. First one is a 21 to hit. The
That'll
second is a 23.
Mm-hmm.
First one is going to be 16 damage off the first bite, and the second bite is going to be 12 for 28 total.
Yep.
And then my dog is also going to bite. Does he get the multi attack?
Yeah, both of you guys do.
He's going to be a 20 and a 17.
17 will just hit. 20 will also definitely hit.
For another 15 and another 11 for another 26.
Holy shit, I cannot math to save my life. I got it. Cool, thank you. Jeez.
as we try to rip his head off, by the way.
It is very bony and defensive there, and you bite through and crack bone. But still standing.
Ends my turn.
Cool. The other ghoul's turn now. First one, the one that you attacked, Emrys, is going to make a bite attack at you, which will hit. So that's 17 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw in your wolf form. So that is a +3.
Yeah, that's 16.
Okay, that saves. So he's gonna also take his claw attack at you, which will also hit. That was 17 damage on the bite. That is 19 damage on the claw attack, and I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Well, I am not in wolf anymore.
Yeah.
And that is a 17.
That will also save. But with you out of wolf, he's going to now move. So you get the opportunity attacks.
Yeah. Cool. That is a nat 20 on the opportunity attack.
For you?
Yep.
Okay. So that's
So I'll go ahead and roll that damage, which
6
is
plus 4.
plus a d4, right?
Yeah, 6 plus a d4.
Yeah, it's 9 for me, and then the wolf's opportunity attack is a 16.
That will just miss. Max damage roll, and we'll get in Lucius's face. This one will jump across the table and lunge at Lucius. And we'll make a bite attack, which will hit for 16 slashing or piercing damage on the bite, and I need Lucius to make a Constitution saving throw.
That is 14.
Okay. That will not save.
Nope.
So you are now paralyzed. So the second one will definitely hit. But now it acts as a critical, so I have to math. That is 40 points of damage on the claw attack. That is both of the ghouls' turns.
Question.
Yes.
You said that was a critical attack?
Yeah, because he's paralyzed, any hit is considered a critical.
I'm immune to criticals. Adamantine plate.
Oh, so then that's just going to be what I rolled, which is 22.
Nice.
So I was checking on his health and I noticed that.
You're good. I forgot because I was reading paralyzed. Great catch. Thank you. Much appreciated. Dunce is gonna throw down slow and target these 3 things. Okay, what is Dunce's DC? Is a 15, correct? So double checking. Thought I had it up, but I didn't. Yeah. So as a 15, an 8, and a 16. So only one of them is slowed. How did I not download slowed yet? Did I not have one? Oh, they don't. Okay.
Slogan.
For the sake of argument, I'm just going to use Fairy Fire. I will read you what slowed does. The affected target's speed is halved. It has a -2 penalty to AC and Dexterity saving throws. It cannot use reactions. And on its turn, it can either use an action or a bonus action, not both. And regardless of creatures, abilities, or magic items, it cannot make more than 1 attack on its turn. If it attempts to cast a spell with casting time of 1 action, it has to roll a d20, and on an 11 or higher, it doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn.
Well, fuck.
It's fucking great.
And then
Yeah,
Dunce
holy
is
shit.
gonna go back up to the wall. And then it's Fair's turn.
See, there is one very close by.
Yeah.
They will take so like a 5-foot step back.
Okay.
Draw a card and cast a card trick at the ghoul.
Cool. Which one?
Oh my god. It's an astrologian.
Yeah,
Run.
Pretty much.
So let's see, it's a spell attack, right? Where's buttons? It's a
That
dirty
or
20 to
twisted-
hit.
Oh shit.
Yep. Yeah, dirty 20 will hit. Why do I not see card trick on your sheet?
It's a cantrip, if that helps.
Oh, because I accidentally opened 2 versions of Dunce's sheet instead of one of yours.
Okay, the
Ooh.
suit is spades. So it will do 2d6 lightning damage.
Oh shit, you're twisted fate. Oh.
And
Yeah.
it can't take
Hell
reactions
yeah.
till next turn, so it takes 6 damage, 6 lightning damage.
And it cannot take reactions till the start of its next turn. Okay, cool.
Until the start of my next turn.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Great.
Oh wow.
Any more movement?
I will stay here.
Cool. Rook is up next. Farzu is on deck.
She will switch to her melee weapons,
Okay.
step into melee range,
With that one?
and yes.
Okay.
And unleash a tiny can of whoop ass.
Cool.
So she gets 2 main hand attacks and 1 with her offhand, I think.
Yes.
25.
Hit.
Please.
Oops, that's the offhand attack is a 14.
Miss.
And the other main hand attack is a 12. So just 1 hit.
Correct.
So that does 7 piercing damage. 3 more from the hunter's mark, and I will use the swarm to yeet the ghoul. Well, it has to make a strength save,
Of what?
and I will attempt to. Let me see. It's my spell save DC, right?
Yeah, so that's a
So,
yeah, that's a 22. So I'm gonna say
Oh,
that
okay.
saves.
curses. So a bunch of pigeons try to shove it away from
Yeah.
Farzu, but without success.
Cool. Alrighty. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, she'll stay in its grill.
Awesome. Farzu, you're up. Lucius is on deck.
How bad does this one look?
It is mostly bone and flesh that has been turned inside out, so it is kind of hard to tell.
Shit. Um. Oh. They have disadvantage when attack rolls against me.
Yep.
Okay.
I've been known that.
Okay. I'm still reading things, you know.
Wait, why do they have disadvantage against you?
Because I cast
For me,
protection. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. I did roll a disadvantage last time. I just forgot why.
Why?
Yeah, I had a DA next to your name, and I couldn't remember why.
I don't think that's gonna work. I guess I'm gonna cast magic missile at 3rd level.
Okay.
That's one in front of me.
So that's 5 blasts.
Five, 3, 4. Ah, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage.
16 points of damage. It is starting to look a little damaged. You can see cracks and stuff starting to appear in the bones. Reminder, this one cannot take reactions until the start of Fair's next turn if you want to move.
Oh, that is great. I'm going to get the fuck out of there.
Like 30 feet that way? Or 25 feet that way?
Yep.
Cool. Excellent.
Well, more to against the wall.
Like there?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I can't, like, bonus action hide.
No. You're not a goblin or a rogue.
Dang.
Unfortunately. Ermigurdsburgers. I just saw that. Alright. Lucius is incapacitated.
Can't I roll to get rid of the paralysis?
Let me double check if they do make you save every turn or if you were just paralyzed for 1 minute. Nope, it is at the end of each of its turns. So, yes, roll another con.
Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Yeah, so that will save. So at the end of your turn, you are no longer paralyzed.
Okay. Little shits.
All right. Rook, you get an opportunity attack.
Okay. 25.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
7 damage. And can I like Hunter's Mark and Pigeon that too?
Yes, because it is no longer your turn. Do it all again.
Right. All right, 6 from Hunter's Mark. And it was how much is my pigeon damage right now?
A D6 still, I believe.
1d6. Okay. And that's a 5 pigeon damage.
So 18 points of damage.
Yeah.
Cool.
Still not down?
No, still not down.
Damn.
But I fear the small too. I'll throw in a Fury of the Small damage. Where is it? 6 extra damage. Assuming
Okay.
it is larger than me.
It is larger than you, so that is 24 points of damage on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still up. This is where I would roll my nat 20 if he could get crit.
Okay, Dinkelberg.
Thank you. Dinkelberg. God dang it. I cannot. Oh, there it is. No, that is not what I wanted. I cannot find my nice website. Okay, I found my nice website. Thank you. That is on the non-crit bite attack. Oops, I rolled the wrong die anyway. That is 24 points of damage to Lucius.
Okay, what? Have we been reducing the damage by 3 for each attack?
Oh my god, I have not. So
Yeah, I've been one.
so add so take off 3 off of that, so it's only 21 points of damage, and then heal yourself for 6.
Okay.
So I believe if you were at 24 HP down to 3, you'd be at 9 at that point.
Yep, I'm at 9.
Cool. It's not going to make a claw attack, which will also hit.
What are these? What are these rolls? Holy shit! I
Yeah,
haven't.
I have not rolled anything below a 15, basically.
What the fuck?
I do not know what's
Every
going on.
every time I get hit, I'm like,
Yeah, and then I
man,
roll,
this
and
is
then I
so
roll like,
fucking weird.
and then I roll like 3 6s on damage too, which is insane. But that is only 15 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Cool. But that is the end of his turn. Emrys, you are up.
Great. We're gonna cast Healing Word at 3rd level.
Okay.
Lucius. And my moon sickle's out, so that's going to add an extra d4 to it. So he's going to get 13 health back.
Okay.
And he is no longer down. And then my wolf is going to run up to the one that we were already biting on and take his 2 attacks.
Okay.
Let's see. That is a 23 and a dirty 20.
23 and a dirty 20 both hit.
All right. It's a 16 and 11 for an 11 for 27 points of damage.
Alrighty. Cool.
That'll end my turn.
Yep. Okay, the one that just got attacked is gonna flip around and take his one allowed to attack at your beast because it's pissed. Hey, there's the nat 1. So it will miss. It will try and swing over its head as your wolf is biting into his arm. It'll swing over its head with its claw and just completely miss. The other one that goes on this initiative, that is a 12 that will miss. And then the second one, the claw attack, will hit for 18 points on Lucius.
Down again.
Up, down, up, down, up, down.
I need that amulet of tub thumping.
Yeah.
Cause all I do is win, win. Up, down, up, down.
Oh, yeah, don't forget my echo's gone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, now I gotta figure out what... Oh, it only increases the damage. It doesn't increase the targets. Okay. The one that hasn't taken a hit yet, Lucia or Dunce, that one right there that I moused over, is going to Dunce is going to cast Dissonant Whispers on it. That is a 5. So it is 3d6, 4, 4, and 4 for 12 points of psychic damage. And then he will take his reaction and move 30 feet directly away. All right. Bonus action. His weapon does something. I don't remember what it does. Give me 1 second. Oh, no, it doesn't. I thought it did something on it. Bonus action. He is going to Bardic Inspiration Fair for their next card trick. And that is the end of Dunce's turn because he's going to stay right where he is on the wall. It's Farafin's turn.
All right, cool. So I have an extra d6 to add if I want.
D8.
D8. Excellent. I will draw another card and cast the card trick on the one I hit before. I guess it's the closest one anyway. Oh, so. And I think I will use the Bardic Inspiration die on that. To add 7 for a dirty 20.
That'll hit.
All right, cool. This is a clubs. It will deal 2d6 cold damage.
Right.
So 8 cold damage. And the target's speed is reduced by 10 feet till the start of my next turn.
Cool. Left or the right one?
The left one.
Okay, cool. Excellent. Anything else?
Step back and to the side a little bit.
Like there?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Cool. And then it's Rook's go.
All right, she'll run up to the closest one, which is the one she hit before anyway.
Cool. The one with the hunter's mark?
Yes. And take some swings at it. 16,
Uh,
25.
yeah, that'll hit. I was gonna say +2 because Lucius, but
And a 12 probably does not hit.
yeah,
Does the
12
16 hit?
16 does not hit. It just misses.
Okay, so just the 25.
The only one with a lower AC is that one.
Okay, so 6 short sword damage.
Okay.
3 hunter's mark damage. And I will have it make a saving throw, strength save, to try and toss it away from Lucius.
That will be a dirty 20 on a 16.
Okay. Pigeons can't get a good hold because pieces keep falling off.
Correct.
All right, and
Can't
she'll
get him
stay
in
there.
a pigeonhole.
Ha!
Hey. All right. Farzu.
That one's still looking pretty hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do magic missile again at 3rd level.
Okay.
Let's see. How much is that going to be? For a total of 18.
18 points of damage?
Yes.
Sorry, I cannot math. Give me 1 second. Okay, cool. Alright. As the last missile strikes, it hits them right in the neck, and you hear this bone crunch, and it succumbs and collapses into a pile of blood and bone. Anything else on your turn? Farzu?
Sorry?
Anything else?
No.
Okie dokie.
There's nothing else I can do.
Cool. Death save for Lucius. Done. Emrys, you are up, followed by the ghouls.
Yeah, let's go ahead and cast another healing word, rank 3.
Okay. And I did an internal panic there because I was like, wait a minute, doesn't he only have 2 level 3 slots?
I have 3, and I've used 2 now, so that's 13 health back to him, and then my wolf's gonna attack.
Okay, cool.
Wow, that's bad for the wolf with a 16 and a 15.
Yeah, both of those are unfortunately going to miss.
Even with the slow -2 AC.
Oh no, both of them will hit with the -2 AC. Thank you for the reminder.
You
That
are
would lower
welcome.
it to 15.
It's 12 and 12 on those for another 24.
Alrighty. I assume your wolf would want to bite its head off or snap its neck.
It's going to snap its head off and throw it.
The bone is too thick for it to do that, but it rips and kind of all the bones are like disconnected between the body and the head, but the head is still somehow connected through like the sinewy
Okay.
internal tissue. But it is donezo. That ghoul is going to continue going around the corner out of your guys' line of sight. It is Dunce's turn. He will ask, what do you want him to do?
We're running away now, are we? I'm sorry, I had to say that. He says he's a bloody.
Yeah. Just covered in blood. It's just a flesh wound.
This is why I run. Run, you piece of shit.
No, it's not. It's not a flesh wound. Your arm's off.
Get back here, you yellow bastard! I'll bite
Um,
your legs off.
I'm just gonna be
Get
honest.
back
I'm
here,
just gonna
you
grab.
ghoulish bastard.
Was that?
I've just got 2 coconuts that I'm gonna start clicking together for him as he runs after him.
What are you gonna do? Bleed on me?
I'm so mad I got us started on this.
Hey,
He's just
what's up, Lord of 7 Hell of 9 Hells? What's up?
he's just gonna walk up on his
King
turn.
Kong ain't got nothing on me.
That is 9 points of healing on the level 1 cure
Yes,
wounds.
gonna
Gabe,
be the sort of-
definitely go after it. Keep it
That's
from
going to be the
reporting
sort
to
of
its master.
Monty Python-esque joke where every time you say 7 hells, somebody is immediately going to pipe up 9 hells.
9.
I know, right?
9, sir.
Shit.
9, sir.
Yes, 9.
Alright, so he's gonna take the rest of his movement
1,
there.
2, 5.
that
3,
is-
sir. Yes, 3.
9. So there's 9 points of healing to Lucius on cure wounds as he runs his maximum 30 feet. Fair is up, followed by Rook.
Well, Dunce, if you can somehow heal my wounds, that would be nice. But
So you got 9 points of healing.
yeah, that thing is running
Okay.
real quick.
Alright, so Ferrofin is up, and then Rook.
Ah, right is my game.
Uh-oh. Am I back? Yes, no. Yeah.
He returns.
I do. Hello. All right. Fair is up, and then Rook. Let me get this back up super fast. What's really weird is nothing else disconnected. All right. So what are you doing?
Yeah, I had Discord crash on me earlier today, just out of nowhere. So maybe it's
Yeah.
just cranky. Who knows?
It's all the evil people doing evil things on Discord.
Yeah.
If you don't get that reference, there was a really funny documentary ID or Discovery ID video that went out online today. Needs a nap and a snack. Yes, it does. So it ran around the corner. The last thing you saw. Theater's up, and then Rook.
All right. I guess moving north-ish to try and get line of sight.
Okay. So if you go
that way,
30,
that way.
if you go 30 feet straight,
Uh-huh.
you don't see it. Even though you can see down the street like 150, 160 feet, you don't see it.
Shit. All right. All right, checking through a few spells really quick to see if there's anything I might be able to do.
Perfectly acceptable. Reminder, Rook is on deck. Farzu is up after that.
Yeah, you also get the pain of having your double characters back to back. Now you know my pain.
I've been playing Summoner with Summon in Pathfinder for the last year or so, so I'm used to it. Fortunately,
Oh, good.
driving
Wasn't I
two at
before
once.
Brooke?
Huh?
Wasn't I before Brooke?
No. Rook got
Oh.
a 23.
You were right after, I think.
Yeah, you're right after.
Because
Oh.
Fair is at the end of the line, and then Rook is at the top
Oh,
again. So I'd
God.
end up
Never
being two in a
mind.
row.
Bonk.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything I can do. So just tell the others, I can't see it from here. I must really be booking it.
All right. Rook and then Farzu.
Let's see. She will run. I guess sort of in the same, in that direction.
So 30 feet will get Rook in line with Dunce.
Let's see. Can she get any farther on her turn and still have a chance to throw out Hunter's Mark as a bonus action if she sees it?
Yeah, you can dash and then still do a bonus action.
Yeah, she'll dash as far as she can.
All right, so it's another
Try to
30
catch
feet that
sight.
gets there. Even looking down this line, you do not see the ghoul.
Oh.
And just for reference, that I'm putting the ghoul where the last place you saw them was.
Okay.
Before they went around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so she'll just keep her eyes peeled, wait there for her next turn.
Great. Farzu.
Um. I don't think there's really anything for me to do.
Okay. Do you want to move anywhere?
Because
Wait a
if
minute,
they
isn't
don't
he-
see him,
Sorry, I just realized. Right. Isn't he slowed?
No, that was the one that died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Nope, you're good.
yeah, no, I think I'm gonna stay right here.
Okay. Alrighty. Lucius and then Emrys. half movement to get up from prone, and then what do you want to do, Lucius?
Yep. Here, you little piece of shit. Ah, 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 ah.
You gonna dash?
Does that use up my action?
Yep.
Ah, crud. Uh. Hmm. Yeah, why not? Dash.
All right.
Oh, I still have my bonus action, right?
Yes.
Form the echo right in front of him.
Right where the last time you saw him was?
Yeah.
Because that is not actively where he is. You do not see him. That is just the last spot any of you saw him before he rounded the corner. All right. Emrys and then Dunsigan.
Well, that changes what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take my full move speed towards Lucius, and that is it.
Okay.
I'm not within touch distance, though, right?
Nope.
Cool. Then I'm just gonna stand there, and that's gonna be it for my turn.
Cool. Bonus action. Dunce is gonna heal Lucius again for 10. He's gonna continue on and is going to give a D8 inspiration to Rook. All right, so Fair is up, and then Rook again. You're muted.
Sorry. They will dash in the direction that the ghoul had disappeared.
All right, 60 feet gets you up with everybody.
And then, as a bonus action, another 60 feet ahead, they will toss a card out 60 feet ahead of them, and the card will stop and hover there in the form of the Wheel of Fortune card. And that's like the manifest mind of their spell book.
Okay.
And can the card see anything from 60 feet ahead?
What's the card's passive perception?
Uh, Spectral Mind can hear and see and has dark vision with a range of 60 feet, and it can telepathically share senses. I'm not sure.
The mind can telepathically share with you as sees or hears, so I assume that would use your stat block.
Yeah.
So then,
Yeah. Passive perception is 18.
Yeah, so then no. Nada.
Okay. Alas.
All right. Good looking out, though.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What is Rook doing? And Rook's passive perception is 21, correct?
Yes. Yes. Let's see. And there's still in terms of like the people, I assume that like they've continued to run away from this area.
Yeah.
Is there like any commotion up ahead? Are we seeing like where are the closest people, I guess?
Right.
Like living people.
So
down this alleyway.
I'm just gonna do Fair for reference. So the 60 feet would put it there. That is
Okay.
also about the location that you see people.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Hope you're good. Yeah. he has to go because work at 7.
Yeah,
Mm,
he said he
Yeah.
got some busy shit at work.
Yeah.
Good luck
the
for him.
District manager, I think, is coming.
Oh,
oh, fun. Good luck.
Yeah. Or
Um,
regional, rather.
Rook will keep on trucking.
With
Uh,
Rook's passive.
actually,
Sorry.
yeah, she'll just keep trucking.
Okay. Then with
Down.
Rook's passive perception, right there, between 2 stones on the road, you can see claw marks digging into the ground.
Okay.
So this thing
Like-
has buried itself.
Okay, like it tore up cobblestones or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And luckily they fell mostly back into place, but not well enough for Rook to not notice it.
Okay. So she like skids to a halt and points out the spot. She can't see the ghoul itself.
Correct.
All right. She'll put out the spot. Hey guys, it dug underground. And I guess if she still has actions left, she'll start trying to like pull up the cobblestones again.
Okay. Yeah, you can use your action to move cobblestones, and there is a ghoul-sized tunnel that kind of doubles back underneath where you guys are coming from. Are you guys going to pursue it down into, like, crawl through the tunnel after it at this point?
yeah, you better run. You. Uh, why do I faint every time we get into a fight? My word.
Because you're big, shiny, and an easy target.
Uh,
Alright, I will say you guys are out of initiative order, so that you guys can decide however you want to proceed and whatever you want to. But because the combat is over, that means Lucius takes a point of exhaustion from the failed death save. That is a disadvantage on ability checks.
Is it about this time that Dietrich and Nemiria just come strolling up the road?
It would be about this time that you guys no, because it was only 6 rounds. It's only been about 2 minutes. How about we take it there next week? Good.
Sounds good to me.
Perfect. All right. I'm gonna see who we're gonna raid. Are they? No, they're playing Requiem, but that's still pretty cool. I thought they were playing Vampire the Masquerade for a second. I was about to lose my shit, but they're not. All right, we'll see you guys next week, next Wednesday. We'll be back Monday for I don't even remember what episode of Sawyer 743. Holy heck. And we'll be back next Wednesday for episode 15 of Cult Busters. Things are turned a little sideways, so we'll see what happens. If you guys are watching, join us on our raid to raid our friend. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe.